Okay. Hello everybody. Today I'm playing actual English games for a change. I want to make a video about Yuri visual novels, and there is this game that I played a good while back, years ago or something. And I played one route, but I think there are more interesting routes actually than the one I played, so it's kinda hard to talk about the game when I don't know them. So let's play Willow another time. One warning, the main character drops quite a few F-bombs in this one, so profanity warning. But this is a cool and moody visual novel with a lot of branching. So let's play, I guess. Oh yeah, there is this progress map thingy, but we don't really need it. Let me move a little bit. Oh, maybe not this much. Okay, let's play.
All things truly wicked start from innocence. Which author wrote those lines?
I don't remember, it is so long, Hemingway or something.
Anyone? Anyone? Alright, I guess I'll just call on someone randomly.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, there we go, right off the bat.
Willow, how about you?
She's the main character, and yeah, she is a handful.
Where's a good fire alarm when you need one? Or an air raid drill?
Oh yeah, and this game has full voice acting. Despite being an indie game. Mainly made by one person, I think. From what I understand. So that's amazing.
Ernest Hemingway?
So probably remember then. This person is one that I didn't see the last time too much, so I'm kinda curious. For reasons.
I was hoping to hear from someone who hadn't spoken up in a while. But yes, that is correct. You see, Hemingway was making the point that...
Thanks, Avery. I owe you one. Why do I even bother to show up to this class anyway?
You've seen the Axeman killings on the news recently, right? So here's the type of question Hemingway was trying to provoke. Are men like the Axemen born wicked, or are they corrupted?
Yeah, the Axeman. I vaguely remember that.
We're all born bad, thanks to original sin, that is.
Oh yeah, she's here too. I like the I don't know if it is Texas accent or something. It kind of fits her.
But fortunately, through the atonement of our Lord and Savior...
Ugh, I can't bear to listen to another one of Lydia's freaking sermons. I'd rather just look out the window and stare into space than look at her smug little grin. Is that a kitty outside? Aww, so cute.
Yeah, really cute. Nice kitty. Little ominous kitty. Maybe to offering contracts or something for the main character, who knows?
Where's that cat?
That... what now?
You didn't see him? But he was so...
Not only the main character was spacing out and watching out of the window, I guess.
So... cutesy?
Yeah, I guess.
fuck no. I'm not a little kid.
What's wrong about liking cute cats? I'm not a kid either, but I can say cute, but not the F word.
He was an interesting kitty.
Sure, interesting, sure.
Unlike you, I was paying attention in class.
Yep.
Why bother? Oh, why is the X-Men evil? Was it Satan? Was it bad choices?
I like the attitude of the main character though. Like, the main character is like a really powerful personality.
Well, what do you think?
Not so like, if I would get along with this kind of person, like, well, maybe, but it might be like I'm kinda the opposite, so who knows?
None of that. I mean, our society wants everyone to be a perfect little cog in the big machine, right? No wonder some people snap. Hell, the surprising thing is that more people don't.
Yeah, well, I don't like entirely disagree, I guess.
That's a pretty salient observation. Why not bring that up and...
What's the point?
Well... That's kind of a broad question.
Like, I think like Avery was like Willow's friend or something.
If that kitty's not here, I guess he went into the forest. I'll have to go after him.
Yep, forest, the prime location for X-Men.
Go on in there. You must have a death wish. Is that it?
What the fuck do you know about death wishes? It's a walk in the woods. What's the worst that could happen?
A wild X-Man could appear.
I know the Axeman dumped a few of his victims there. Isn't that right? He could be anywhere.
Sure could.
These woods are huge. Even if he's out there right now, the odds of me bumping into him are...
But why take the risk?
What do you two want me to do then? Just live my whole life feeling afraid? Not take any chances because I might drop dead at any moment?
Yeah, well, I guess I kinda see the point too. Like, if you're afraid that you get driven over by a car or hit by lightning or something, then you're off for a bad time in life. Or like, well, like more controversial, like if you can like get a disease or something by going just outside.
How the fuck am I supposed to get out of bed in the morning when a meteor could crash into my front door?
Yeah, exactly.
How am I supposed to cross the street when...
Well, if that's how you feel about it, then there's nothing I can say, eh?
Willow, do you want to talk about...
Talk about what? Like anger management issues?
No.
I just thought, you know... If you don't feel comfortable talking to me, there are people who you could, you know...
I don't want to think about it and I don't want to talk about it. Okay?
Yeah, like if you want to like talk about like difficult issues, then like somebody like Willow might be like a difficult target for that.
But, Willow, you can't just be numb all the time.
Sure she can.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, okay. I get it. You know, I'm happy to help anytime, Willow. You did seem a little more distracted than usual today. Actually, you still seem distracted.
I wasn't distracted. I was totally focused on looking out the window.
Yeah, I guess.
How could you have missed that cat?
Why is he so interesting to you again?
Because
Can we like gender the cat though?
he looks just like the kitty I used to have as a kid. But I'd rather not go there.
Yeah, I guess like the main character had like some like tragic backstory things or something going, but I don't remember.
Can't I just be a person who likes cute cats?
Well, just like a while ago you said that you can't say anything but the F word, basically, not the cute word.
I thought you said liking the cat for being cute made you a little kid.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh, there he is! Come here, you.
Oh. There.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Where is the little guy?
Now we are in the woods.
What's that sound?
I told you not to come here. I said the Axeman could be anywhere, didn't I?
I don't remember that game was like too like violent, but there is definitely like, well, death and stuff. Like the game is like, well, I guess a little edgy and dark, but in a fun way. Not like hilarious way, but like I find it interesting.
Why didn't you listen?
Rip.
Nice one. Very nice.
Very nice. Oh yeah, the cat could talk. Like the cat was like Shadow. Something like that. Not Shadow the Hedgehog or anything, but just Shadow.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello, hello.
The cat has like really dandy voice.
You can talk?
And you can crush people to death with trees.
I didn't do that.
You sure did, mate.
Like he's like Australian or something, yes.
Hey, where are you going?
So the tree just fell? Just at the right moment?
But accidents happen.
I don't have a fucking clue what happened back there.
I just can't believe it. Willow, the groundskeeper, was the Axeman. I was standing right next to him.
Yeah. Well, he said that Axeman could be like anywhere.
Talk about irony, right? I mean, I survived an encounter with a fucking serial killer while my
My what?
Never mind. I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, probably one of the tragic backstory things.
Yeah, no worries, Willow. I get it. All this because you were chasing that cat?
Well, like more like because there was an Axeman in the wild. Nothing wrong with chasing cats.
I never want to see that cat again as long as I live.
You mean that cat over there?
Yeah. That's the crazy cat.
Meow?
Meow.
What was so crazy about him again?
How am I going to explain this to him without sounding like a total nutcase?
Not too easily.
Oh, fuck. How do I know I'm not a total nutcase? I mean, it was pretty traumatic. Maybe I was just hallucinating or something.
Sure.
Nothing.
Willow, there is clearly something bothering you.
Yeah, like witnessing like the Axeman dying.
Nobody would think less of you if you wanted to take some time. Maybe see...
Hey, it's not a big deal, okay? I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It doesn't mean anything.
If you say so, Willow, just know that I care about... Yeah, you get it.
You get it.
Oh, I thought that little know-it-all would never leave us alone.
Hello? Who's there?
Who do you think, numbskull?
The cat! You really can talk!
I think Willow is a little loud at the moment at times, so I'll reduce the volume a little bit.
We're doing this again. How much have I got to say before you believe your own ears?
Avery! Avery! Come back!
What do you need him for? He ain't got the gift.
The gift.
What is it, Willow?
I've got to make sure I'm not tripping.
Tripping? What do you mean? You're not using again, are you?
No. At least, I sure hope not. I swear, just now. Say something, kitty.
Meow.
Meow. Can you imagine if I just sat there and said nothing? I bet I could really get you to believe you were losing your marbles. Nah, I won't mess with you that bad.
That voice! Did you hear it?
Probably not.
Hear what?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh shit! I really am nuts!
No, you're not.
No, Willow, you're not nuts. It's normal after a stressful situation to hear whatever it is you heard. Are you sure that...
Totally normal.
It was just a joke. I'm fine. What am I supposed to say? I'm seeing things, hearing voices? They'll lock me up and throw away the key.
Let me walk you home.
No! I mean, I just need some alone time, okay?
A long time with the cat.
Well, if you change your mind...
More like Avery is struggling though.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
You've got a gift, my friend.
Like chocolate or something.
You called that an explanation?
You've got a lot of questions. I know a place where you can find the answers.
The nut house? Yeah, right. I think my best bet is just to pretend I can't hear you.
Don't believe me? That's fine. Let's go get a newspaper.
Is there a headline that reads Talking Cat Invented? Or something?
Nope. I'm not on the front page, love. You are.
But the Axeman has died. Well, that's the gist of it, I guess.
And you think I somehow caused that tree to fall on him at just the right moment?
Now you're getting it. Let's go and see Tanya. She'll fill you in with the rest of the details.
Oh yeah, like Tanya was also somebody I didn't see too much when I played the last time.
Who's Tanya? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. I can't go along with any more of this insanity. I'm just going to go get a soy latte.
Is that right?
Yes! What would you rather I do? Go back to the clinic? Tell them I'm hearing voices in my head?
You want to go to the coffee shop? Fine with me. Mind if I tag along, love?
If they allow pets, I guess.
I can't exactly stop you, can I? I don't see any trees around here to topple on you.
Here we are. Exactly where I thought we'd be.
Yeah, duh.
We really do have the gift.
What gift?
Like this game, like has like pretty like snappy like pacing. I didn't remember like the beginning was this fast. But that's like one great thing about this game. Like it hooks you right away.
I keep telling you, you got to go see Tanya.
What are you? Her little errand boy?
Errand boy. Yeah, I wish. Be a big upgrade from errand cat, wouldn't you say?
No, really. What's it to you if I see her or not?
She promised to help me with, something. If I bring you.
I don't think I like saw like any like resolution to the cat's status when I last played. I don't know, like maybe there is something for that too.
Help you with something? That seems a little vague.
What? Do I have to tell you every little thing?
Every little thing? You've basically told me squat.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, let me guess. You were once a scoundrel of a man. Tanya turned you into a cat.
Probably not Tanya, but I think that might add up otherwise.
And she'll turn you back into a human if you help her with enough favors and learn some moral lesson.
Whoa! Tanya said you'd be powerful, but she didn't tell me you could read minds.
That was a fucking joke. That was just a mashup of every dumb fairy tale cliche.
You're really in a good mood today, aren't you?
Well, what do you count as good mood for Willow? Like might be one of the better moods.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is nearly getting murdered supposed to put me in a good mood?
Like so far, at least like it is less than one F word per dialogue box. Yeah, that might be like good mood.
I've already told you I don't want any part of this. I just want to move on with my life. Tell Tanya I'm busy today, okay?
You can tell her yourself. You're only a few feet away from her door. It's right over there. You see?
The supply closet.
Just walk inside. Hey, you want me to go away? This is your only option.
You mean, if I do this, you promise to leave me alone?
I don't think that's how it's going to work in practice.
You'll let me get back to my life?
Course.
Sure.
Fine. Whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's real! Either that or I really am. No. Not gonna go there. It's real. I don't know how, but it's real, damn it.
Willow, it is good to see you.
Do I know you?
Did you bring the paper?
Yes, the newspaper.
Yeah, here it is. Don't get me wrong, this is like the coolest shop ever. But how can this place be like...
Shh.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Good job, darling.
Thanks, I guess? For what?
Willow, you know what you did.
What is it called? Like gaslighting or something? Like blaming somebody for something that isn't like their fault. Like that's what this kinda is, right?
But, I didn't. The tree just fell on its own.
Oh, young one. You're here, aren't you? What more proof do you need that you have the gift?
Honestly, just like this itself, like if you were like in this situation, like it would be pretty like nonsensical.
You people keep saying that. What kind of gift?
Unlike others who can only sit and daydream, you can manifest your imagination. You can literally bring your thoughts to life. That's how you made the tree fall.
I made the tree fall by thinking?
Like last time I played, I didn't really like use this skill much. So I'm kind of wondering like what can we do with this skill? Like that is the question. I think like the like other characters have like their own problems. Like if you can, well, use your imagination to solve them, even if there is a cost. Like that would be interesting, right? Well, like the game is like high quality and everything to begin with. So like, well, I just want to see the other routes. It is easy to play because you don't need to like read aloud. Or well, read at all, I guess. You can just listen for the most parts.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Why not?
Because... Well, what about science and stuff? The laws of physics?
A common fallacy. The laws of physics are descriptive, not prescriptive. Science and supernatural are not mutually exclusive.
I sure as hell hope she explains that one.
To put it in layman's terms, yes, magic is real.
I think that's kinda contrary to science, but sure.
No shit. This is way too good to be true.
Those with this gift have always existed. There have been many names. The one I assume you are most familiar with is... Witch.
Hold up. Witches. Witches as in fairy tales?
I did think that witches existed for the longest time. Like there were like in 1800s or something. It's like there were like witch hunt kinda things still. Well, I guess like kinda there might still be.
Trust me, Willow. Being one is no fairy tale.
But like these days they will probably like, well, call people like demons or something instead.
Are we like good witches? Or are we...
If they call me wicked for following my heart, then so be it. We have a duty to use our power as we see fit.
But that's not like much of a duty, eh?
Power? What powers do I have?
Things come true if you imagine them, right?
Aside from finding my shop and hearing shadows speak, today you killed the man.
But
I know. You didn't mean to. It was a reflex. But, Willow, if you could do that without even thinking, just imagine what you are capable of if you learn to harness that power consciously.
Yeah, just imagine. Could do quite a few things. Could like print money or something else and then like donate it to the LGBT organizations. Or like, well, assuming that it works, like if it becomes like a fake money, then maybe it's not the best idea. So like, I guess like this kind of things, well, they aren't so easy to use. Or maybe you can at least like print food, that would help, right?
And I'll be there to show you the path to your greatness.
Not sure like if she actually does anything though.
I like to walk my own path. Thanks.
Well, I guess not.
So guidance is of no value to you?
Why do you want to help me? What do you get out of it?
Why shouldn't I desire a disciple?
I mean, you could. It's just... seems like there's gotta be more to it than that.
There is indeed.
Oh, let me guess. All mysteries will be revealed at a later time.
In a literal sense, that is true. However, it would be more accurate to say that all mysteries will be revealed through trial and error.
That's kinda just saying like you had to make choices right in this game.
Sure, whatever. So, how do these powers even work?
It is difficult to explain, as well as quite time-consuming. Join me for a cup of tea, won't you?
Man, this tea is hella nasty.
I don't like tea much either.
A witch's power comes from manifesting her desires.
Desires.
Although the manifestation can express itself differently in different witches. Try imagining something you want.
Yeah, or like titties or something, but YouTube will like ban the stream. Or not sure like if the F words themselves are already enough.
I can tell you didn't like my tea.
Hey, have you had that stuff? It's freaking foul.
Then transmute it into anything you desire.
You mean, like a Coke or something? Go tea! Turn into soda!
Probably doesn't work like that.
Nothing's happening.
Magic cannot and should not be used on a whim, Willow.
Then why like ask her to do it to begin with?
Try imagining something you really want.
Or just don't imagine titties.
Try this, Willow. Wow. Fucking wow. This says...
A blue Hawaiian.
I did that? I can do anything?
No, Willow, not anything. Taste it.
This tastes fucking gross. That's worse than the tea.
There's always a price to be paid when you use magic, Willow. The more powerful the magic, the greater the cost. Therefore, you must take care not to use your powers for trivial matters.
So I guess you can like print food, but it will taste bad.
Only in dire circumstances, and only for a higher purpose.
But like maybe you can like use a lot of spice or something and it will be good. well, good enough.
Higher purpose? No such thing. I don't believe in that crap. I'm an atheist.
But like, you can still think of higher purpose as in like, well, purpose with moral high ground or something, right? I'm an atheist too. Also a vegan like Willow. But still I'm kind of the opposite.
Religion is just a crutch for people who can't handle pain.
And have you had much pain in your life, Willow?
That seems like a personal question.
Indeed.
I'd rather not talk about it.
If you say so, Willow.
Like this game is like, I'm not like sure how I'm going to describe this. Like in the video when I get it done. Like in a way, like I guess like it's a little bit like philosophical, but mostly not.
Come back tomorrow. We're done for the day.
So, what do you think of Tanya?
To be honest, kinda lame. Higher purpose? Don't use my power for trivial matters?
You just use them for trivial matters, for making a drink.
And that's bad advice?
What right does she have to tell me what to do? If I say let's take a swim in Blue Hawaiian, then that's what's gonna happen!
Well, like maybe like taking a swim isn't bad because, well, like it will taste bad, then, but if you're swimming in it, then you don't need to drink it, right? So that would work, right?
Well, that's not what I meant. Shadow, where'd you go? Shadow! Shadow! Wait, what's that there in the glass?
That's like consequences and a half.
Oh God! No, no, no! I didn't mean it! He's dead? Because of me? Give me a second chance. Please. Please. What? I'm back in the shop? Did I turn back time or something?
Oh yeah, she could do this too.
Or something. It was the tea. A special mixture. I wanted to give you a taste of what magic is like.
Wait a minute. You knew what happened?
It was a dream. Hallucination, if you prefer. I had to find a way to reach you.
Okay, well then maybe she can't do that, but I think she still can.
You had me hallucinate killing Shadow just to teach me a lesson?
You are not receptive to mentorship, to put it mildly. This was the only way.
Yeah, to put it very mildly. She's not receptive to much from other people.
But why'd you think of a scenario so sick and twisted?
I didn't. It wasn't my idea.
Then whose was it?
Your.
When the time is right, you will know who.
Don't give me that. Yes, you can say. You just don't want to.
The deception was not born of a capricious whim, Willow. I did it for your own good. Would you rather have had that little scenario play out in real life?
Probably not.
Of course not.
I merely wanted to instruct you that magic is not free, Willow. The scales of karma must always be balanced. The larger the effect, the heavier the scales might be tilted.
This is like interesting as a concept. Because I think like there are like pretty like heavy decisions you can make. But how do they like pan out if there is like this like downside to magic? Not like this like in general more interesting than the like typical RPG magic where you just need to have mana. And that is like basically an infinite resource. Just takes a little while to fill it up.
What about what happened in the forest? Didn't seem like there was a price for using my powers then.
But this one I remember, like the guy died, so that is the price, right?
There was. The Axemen paid it.
And like maybe you can make like some like, no, bad people pay everything then.
Killing an evil serial killer? Didn't he deserve to die?
Did he, Willow? I mean, our society wants everyone to be a perfect little cog in the big machine, right? No wonder some people snap. Hell, the surprising thing is that more people don't.
Spying on me? You got a crystal ball or something?
Yeah, or a cat.
I have my way of knowing things.
So, I should just never use magic ever?
And that's basically what I did when I played this the first time. But like, well, like I think like now in retrospect, like actually using the magic is probably the more like interesting way to enjoy this game. So that's why I'm playing this again.
The only price heavier than power is that of inaction. If you fail to use your powers, then a situation calls for them.
So, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't?
Like not exactly, like I think like all routes of the game are interesting.
But, of course, Willow.
A no-win situation. That's just fucking great.
Not quite. But it will be a challenge. According to this paper you brought me, this bank was bought by O&W Corp. I need to know more.
Well, yeah, I didn't read that part of the paper.
Sorry, but corporate finance is not exactly my strong suit.
O&W doesn't do things without reason, or without malice.
Sure. Like that is banking, I guess.
They could be conspiring to violate mortgage finance laws.
But that or well, not like they violated it. They just like the US government said that. Be my guest. But this is like this game is from 2020 or something like that. Like no like COVID vibes really in the game yet. But like the financial crisis was like the previous big crisis, I guess.
Well, newsflash, I'm not an auditor. I missed the part where this is my problem.
It's not your problem, it's your opportunity.
Opportunity for what?
Just imagine those bankers, sitting in their corporate boardroom, drinking champagne, celebrating the fact that everyone was too stupid to catch them in the act. Will you let them be right?
It's like some like be gay to crime kinda talk.
Willow, now is your chance to show these capitalist scum, as you once put it, what you are capable of.
That's one way to like, well, encourage Willow to do things, I guess.
Ugh, screw those greedy banksters!
Yeah, I guess it works.
If they're so bad, let's just burn it to the ground!
I admire your enthusiasm. But you can't let it get the best of you.
Like Willow, well, kinda. Let's lets the emotions get the best of her, that's going to be a little bit of a problem.
All I want is information. Why they were of interest or W, what is their plan? Do you understand?
Wait a minute. I think I do understand.
I don't like really understand it, but sure. Like this game is like in an interesting way, like down to earth and also not.
I know exactly what she's trying to do here. I knew there was something more to it.
More to what?
You wanting to have a disciple. Your real goal is to have me do all this Robin Hood shit, isn't it?
I suppose that is one perspective on it.
Here's what I don't get, though. If you want me to play Robin Hood, why'd you call us wicked witches? Isn't Robin Hood the good guy?
Depends on the perspective, right?
You know, Robin Hood was the good guy because his side won. If Prince John emerged victorious, Robin Hood would have been depicted as a thug, a traitor, a terrorist.
Or you can like still like see it that way. Or like not sure like how like real they like people actually are, like history wise. Not an expert on that, but you can still like see Robin Hood as a bad guy. But I guess like most people see him as a good guy.
Everything is a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
And that means no matter who we are or what we do, some will always see us as wicked. Do you understand, Willow?
Well, I guess.
I guess so.
For your own sake, Willow, I cannot reveal the entire story to you just yet. I know I haven't given you much cause to trust me.
Yeah, understatement of the century.
Although I'm quite fond of your company, Willow. We cannot afford to wait around here forever. Time is of the essence.
Like the bank plotline is kind of like, well, comes out of the blue in a way. They're like, maybe it's just because the contrast of like, well, you know, first witches and then suddenly banking.
Hey, I can wait as long as I want. Unless you've got the power to just straight up puppet me. But I'm guessing you can't do that, right? Because you already would have.
Well, there was that tea incident, right?
What?
Shadow informed me, in a matter of speaking, that you would be reluctant.
Yeah, well, that's Willow.
He said you had some kind of trauma that might cloud your judgment.
Like, maybe trauma, but also like, well, the issue of being Willow, I guess.
He told you that? Well, I don't know how he found out, but it's none of his business. Or yours.
You did not, like, kinda mention it to Avery, right?
Tell me, darling. You'll feel much better when you get it off your chest.
I don't even want to talk to my best friend. You think I want to spill my guts to a total fucking stranger?
Well, like, that is called therapy, right?
Precisely. If I was someone you cared about, you would never allow yourself to be vulnerable. But since you don't know me, since you don't care about me, I am the perfect receptacle for your grief.
You never give up, do you?
Truer words were never spoken, Willow.
I wonder like how much of this like this character you will see if you make like the opposite choices I made. I don't think like last time when I played that I saw much. But like can you like actually like well, basically do therapy with her?
You want the story? Fine.
Well, I guess you can't just outright do therapy.
When I was 13, my mom was diagnosed with cancer.
Well, that is kinda traumatic, I guess.
The doctors said it was terminal. But my parents didn't quit. They went to the ends of the earth, looking into alternative treatments. You know, like all this hippie stuff you got in your store here.
You think this is all hippie stuff?
Well, I guess like gems and stuff are like, or maybe they aren't like hippie stuff. Like I think like hippie is more like, well, down to earth kind of things, not like jewelry. But maybe you can like kinda describe it as being like similar. But like more like homemade medicine I got and stuff, I guess, yeah. Well, depending on like what is the definition of medicine.
Never mind. Please, continue.
Not that I know too much about hippies, like when I think of hippies, I kinda think of people who try like the Scooby-Doo kind of like van. And then like party.
Even when things were bad, my mom and dad still scrimped and saved. I told them to enjoy the little time they had left. But Mom said she was sure she was gonna kick this thing. So they kept saving for that trip to Hawaii they'd always wanted to take. And guess what? Mom was right. The cancer went into remission, and after so many long, sad years, my poor parents finally saved up enough money to go to Hawaii for their 20th anniversary a few months ago.
Yeah, and then the ship sunk or something, I guess.
And what?
That is not the end of the story.
Well, how do you know? If you've already used your crystal ball, you don't need me to tell you the rest, right?
Well, like it wouldn't be trauma if it didn't end badly, right?
Even a woman without a crystal ball would be able to tell that you left out the end, Willow.
They were both killed by a drunk driver on the way to the airport.
RIP.
Willow.
Shut up. I don't want your pity and I don't want your sympathy. People act like somehow they can make me feel better about it by being nice to me.
Yeah, well, like this is like a difficult situation. Like what can you do? Like you can say like I'm sorry, but oh, does it really help? And I guess like different people also respond differently. But well, me being like an introvert weirdo and stuff, like I never really like understand like what am I supposed to do in this kind of situations. Like if somebody is feeling down or well, trauma is even harder, I guess.
And then they get all bent out of shape when it doesn't work. It's hella lame.
Okay, well this I do get, like This I do get, like, don't do this. I guess like it's fine to try, but then if it doesn't work well, you can just be like, I'm sorry.
I understand.
No, you don't! How could you? The last time I talked about this, the person I was talking to thought I was suicidal. They made a call. I was stuck in a psych ward for 72 hours. After that, I decided I didn't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, this game took place in the 90s or something, I guess. So it's not like a hopeful, like they don't do this. But like, at least over here, like, oh, it's just hard to get help for depression or other like mental health issues to begin with. But even then, like, this is too much. But like, getting like immediate help would be really nice.
I thank you for placing your trust in me, Willow. Do you feel better?
Does Willow ever feel better, truly?
Well, I don't see how I could feel any worse.
That is a start. May fortune favor you on your mission.
Thanks. Not just for saying that. Thanks for, you know...
You mean for the tea?
For the...
No,
Right.
I mean, yeah, but... I meant for getting me to talk. It's been so long that...
No need to further explain, Willow. I understand.
Yeah. Good. Well, that was a fucking ordeal.
Yeah, Tanya sure is something. But speaking of ordeals, when are we knocking over that bank?
Yeah, well, right away, I guess. I don't remember like how long I played this like last time. But like this is like, well, snappier pacing than I remembered. Not a bad thing at all, but it is so long that it's hard to remember.
We're gonna be cat burglars. Ha! Get it?
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, real funny. I've had enough excitement for one day. How about tomorrow?
It's a date. I guess I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Oh, I've got a few movies I wanted to catch. It's real easy to sneak into a theatre when you're a black cat, you know.
Handy, I guess.
Right. Lydia? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
You're not brave enough to try going vegan, are you?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, this is also kind of something you don't like want to do. Or like maybe as a joke.
I wouldn't put it quite like that. But I must confess, this place isn't exactly my cup of tea. So I'm just here to post some flyers.
Or maybe she was actually like saying like this is like a vegan cafe or something. Maybe that's what it meant, like out of the blue. It's kind of rude, like it's kind of the same as telling the vegan like you're not brave enough to eat meat, basically.
For what? God Club or something?
Probably.
Oh, so you've heard of the original Ratchet's Word student group?
No. I was just kidding. That's really what you're putting up flyers for? I think you came to the wrong place.
What makes you say that? After we finish our prayer circle and Bible study, we're going to witness and distribute food to the homeless. That's something even a bleeding heart liberal like yourself should be interested in, right?
I'd rather starve a free woman than be a slave with a full belly.
Willow, I'm surprised at you. Why do you wear the symbol of our Lord and Savior if you're going to mock his word?
I think she was something like wearing it ironically or something like that.
Ugh, how many times do I have to explain this? I'm wearing it ironically. Don't you get it?
Well, to be honest, I don't really get it. Even then, I don't get it.
Not really. But not to worry, Willow. I'll say some prayers on your behalf.
Please don't.
The only way to stop me is to come to the meeting and say your prayers yourself.
I'll see you in hell first.
Oh, angry are we? Did you know that's one of the 7 deadly sins?
Well, Willow is angry a lot, so hope.
Yes, I did. Isn't pride one of the others?
Well, I've got some more flyers to post.
But nothing wrong with pride.
Until next time, Willow.
Like the right kind of pride.
Damn, what a long ass stay. Well, nothing like home sweet.
You're back late.
You! How'd you even know where I live?
I didn't, actually. All I had was this address. Didn't know I'd need an apartment number.
Well, probably not the hardest to guess the room if you see the room.
So I took a little climb up the trees, checking out each room. Do you know how many people in this building change their clothes with the windows wide open?
I'm sure you cat are enjoying that. Yes. The conveniences of being a cat.
I gotta tell you, I got a much better show right here than I had at the theatre.
Right.
Ugh. You're a little pervert.
I didn't pry their windows open, did I? I made myself happy. And if anybody saw me, they just thought I was a curious cat.
Sure.
Ugh, whatever. How'd you even know which room was mine?
Well, that's not hard.
Are you serious? Who else's could this be? It looks like a hippie exploded in here.
I can't help being born in the wrong decade.
You think you were born in the wrong decade. Try being born in...
What?
All I'm saying is the 90s is a bloody golden age.
Well, could be worse, I guess, but it wasn't still the best. Like 90s was like huge depression in Finland, so... Well, it is kinda depressing right now too, so well... Could have been worse, I guess.
If that's true, we're in for a wild ride in the future.
Speaking of wild rides in the future, are you ready for tomorrow?
But I guess like 2020 would have still been worse than the 90s, right?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Hey, Willow.
What? We are sleeping.
Yes.
Can't sleep, eh?
Not if you keep trying to talk to me.
Right. I'll try and keep things quiet.
Good.
I just wanted to say that...
I knew it wouldn't last long.
Oh, shut it for one lousy second, eh? I'm trying to say something nice here.
Sure, waking somebody up sure is nice. Or like not letting somebody sleep.
I want to say thank you for adopting me as your pet and letting me live with you.
Not sure if that like officially even happened.
That didn't happen. I didn't say that.
Yeah, there we go.
I know sometimes it's hard for you to find the words. But either way, thanks. It really means a lot to me.
You can't just thank me for something that's not happening.
Yep, sure is great living in the same house with a pervert cat.
Do you only hear what you want to hear?
What's that? I can stay with you rent-free? And you're going to give me fresh milk every day?
Well, that's going to be a problem because she's vegan, so I hope you enjoy your soy milk.
Oh, Willow, you're too kind. You really shouldn't.
You're right. I shouldn't. And I won't. The only milk in this place is soy milk.
Yep.
You want me to die of thirst over here?
Well, cats drink water anyway.
If it's the only way to get you to shut up.
How about you buy me whichever brand's the most expensive, as a compromise?
Whatever.
I wonder, if there was, in Finland there probably wasn't a whole lot of choice if you wanted to be vegan in the 90s. Maybe in the big cities, I guess. Well, tofu is like a really old invention though from Asia, so maybe tofu has always existed. Not sure if you could get it from normal markets, but like grocery stores, but maybe some Asia themed ones would have worked. So I guess it would have been possible still in the 90s.
And real milk on my birthday?
Nope.
Fine. Just let me sleep.
And Christmas? What else are we going to leave out for St. Nick? You think he's going to dunk them cookies in soy?
Okay. Christmas too. Sleepy time now.
Sure. Night, Willow. Hey, Willow. What about Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day, well, that's kinda in theme for this game, I guess.
If you don't shut up and let me sleep, right now, I swear to God I'm using my magic to burn this apartment to the ground with both of us inside. Got it?
Got it. We'll talk about Groundhog Day tomorrow.
Hello, would you like to help save the planet today? No? Alright then. Hello, would you like to help save the planet today?
Not that I wouldn't mind, but... well, I guess I'm kinda doing my part. Being vegan and stuff. There was some kind of calculator online that what do I need to change in my lifestyle to meet the climate change plans for Finland stuff, and I was already there because I don't have a car or anything, can't afford to travel. I'm doing my part by being poor.
Already did that. I don't know how that's possible, but thanks for your enthusiasm. Hello, would you like to... Oh, hey, Willow.
Which group's got you begging for money this time?
The Environmental Lifeline Fund.
And what do they do?
Sadly, you're the first person to ask me that.
I probably might need to refine the pitch a little bit. Start with that. Some more details. No, maybe it's hard. If people are just passing by, I have no idea.
It's about helping the rainforest.
By planting trees?
Or not chopping them down.
They're thinking a bit bigger. ELF is trying to fund lobbying efforts to get Congress to push for a ban on imports from companies whose clear-cutting policies destroy the sustainability of the Earth's ecosystems.
Well, I guess I was spot on.
Whoa, stop drilling. You already struck oil.
That's an odd metaphor for being sold on an environmentalist pitch, but I guess I'll take it. Want to help me canvass?
I gotta get to the bank first.
I'll go with you. I'll drop off the donations I've gotten so far today.
What donations?
Donations? What donations? You donated to yourself, didn't you?
Ah,
Well, I didn't want to tell the group I went home empty-handed.
Don't worry, your secret's safe. And save a pledge form for me. And after we hit the bank, I'll be sure to donate something too.
okay, so it should be choice time soon.
Aw, thanks. I just can't imagine what the world would be like without forests. They're such magical places. Well, I mean, not literally, but it feels like that sometimes, right?
Yeah, I guess. Forests are nice.
Tell me about it. This place doesn't seem so bad.
Okay, let's save and then...
Although, I don't know what a bad bank would look like. I mean, it's not like I expected to see a bunch of evil demons behind the counters.
Yeah, that would be a bank. Bank of some like interesting kind.
Speak of the devil.
Well, hi there. Welcome to... Oh, it's just you.
Lydia? What are you doing here?
I work here as a receptionist.
At least they don't employ demons, I guess.
I'm actually a bit surprised to see you in a place like this. Didn't Jesus run the money changers out of the temple?
You've read your Bible. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Is that like the table flipping incident or something?
Whatever.
I think the better question is, what are you doing here, Willow?
Or just robbing the bank?
Excuse me?
I think we both know you aren't here to ask for a small business loan. As a socialist, you don't believe in money. Now, isn't that right?
Of course not. Do you even know what socialism is?
Like socialism is like giving money to people who are worse off. So I guess it kinda requires money. Socialism is this Robin Hood thing, right?
All I know is if it worked for the Russians, they'd have won the Cold War, right?
Like that's communism.
Why don't you just go home right now? There's nothing here for someone like you.
That's not like how you work as a receptionist in a bank though.
Hey, I have as much right to be here as anyone.
Actually, you don't. This building doesn't allow pets.
I am not a pet. Willow, shout that into her ear.
Actually, he's more like an emotional support animal.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's technically not a pet, right?
Still haven't answered my question, Willow. Why are you here?
To spy on the bank.
Because this bank is evil. You care so much for the homeless, Lydia? Well, this place is plotting to make people lose their homes.
What are you talking about?
Just finished dropping off my $5. Lydia! Hi. Nice to see you.
If only Willow felt that way. Your friend was just explaining her theory that this proud financial institution is secretly evil.
I'm telling you, this company that you work for is nothing but robber barons.
Willow, you're letting your imagination run wild. I'm asking you to leave.
Like I kinda understand the like anti-capitalism like sentiment, but yeah, like there are like different ways to like phrase the things.
Fine. If you want to let the thieves rob the common people, then by all means, be my guest. Avery, let's...
Everyone get down on the ground, now! We're robbing this place! Nobody move, a blondie here gets her brains blown out!
Okay, there we go.
Some luck you've got, eh, Willow? Calling the bank a bunch of robbers, then the real bank robbers show up.
It is pretty ironic. Wait a minute. Oh my god. What if that wasn't just a coincidence? Did my powers accidentally bring these people here?
Willow, fireball time over here.
Okay, I think we are actually like fireballing.
If I try to use magic to fix things, and it goes bad again, it could get even worse.
Surely if we like kill the robber, then the robber pays the price of the magic, right? That's how it worked last time.
But if I don't do anything, and somebody gets hurt when I have the power to stop it?
Well, like in reality, like well, shooting like fireballs or shooting in general, in this situation though, is like more dangerous than, well, being silent and waiting for the cops. Okay. We can overwrite this. Try to disarm the robbers with magic.
Okay, Willow, think. Can't just drop a fireball on their asses. That might set the whole building on fire.
But maybe like a tile drops from the ceiling.
And I can't just make the robbers disappear. What's that going to look like? Better to just disarm them, right? But how? What's the simplest way to disarm a bad person with a gun?
Make the gun disappear.
Remember the Kent State shootings? Protesters putting flowers into rifles. That's it! What if I replace all their bullets with flowers?
What the hell is this?
Yeah, well that's different. But yeah, like actually like using magic in this game is more fun than not using it, I guess.
Are you real robbers, or is this some sort of flower delivery prank?
We're... God damn it! Let's get out of here!
Hey, Willow, what kind of flowers are those?
Plumeria, I think? The same kind you get when you get laid in Hawaii?
What I'd give to get...
Why are you asking, Avery? You're not allergic, are you?
No, rip Avery then, I guess.
I'll be okay. Don't worry about me.
Well, that seems pretty bad though.
Just... please get... my...
Rip?
Avery! Someone call 911!
I guess Avery pays the price because the guys didn't die.
Willow, it's good to see you.
That happened quickly.
But you didn't need to come all the way across town.
Yes, I did. You're my best friend. And Avery, I'm so sorry that...
You're so sorry about what?
It's my fault we went to the bank.
You couldn't have known what was going to happen.
I guess that's true.
That much at least is true, but like I wonder like how much details you would have to fill in to make it like work, like fill the guns with flowers, but some kind of flowers that do no harm to Avery, like maybe something that is, well, the rubbers are rather allergic to.
I'm just sorry, okay?
Apologizing for nothing. Sounds like you're pulling an Avery.
Yeah, I guess so. You're going to be okay, right?
Yeah. Well, probably yeah.
Well, you seem like you're more okay at least, like surely. Like some allergies can be really bad, but well, this seems fine enough. Like I guess like, well, the most like critical situation when you get exposed to the allergen or whatever it's called.
Probably.
They said I had some kind of bad reaction to the brand of epinephrine they used.
Okay,
It had a bad reaction to my liver.
that's problematic.
I mean, my liver had a bad... You get it.
What? Your liver?
Hey, it's probably nothing serious.
Sounds kinda serious though. Maybe like Avery is just a goner if you make this choice then.
Don't worry about me, Willow. Just go home and get some rest.
Yeah, well, that's not too reassuring though.
Okay, if you say so, Avery.
So, your sidekick gonna be alright?
Well, like, hopefully, probably, maybe, who knows?
Sidekick? Sidekick? That's you! Avery's my best friend. And it's your fault he got hurt! It was your advice that I took.
Somebody has to pay the price, I guess.
No. I asked you to drop a fireball, remember? Not poison flowers.
A fireball would just go kill the religious girl too, I guess. But that would be too easy for a game.
They weren't poisonous, they were... Look, if flowers were so deadly, just think how many people could have been hurt by a real fireball.
Or like 2 people.
Maybe just Lydia, if you concentrated hard enough.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't remember getting crushed to death by that tree branch now, did I?
No, I guess not. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I wanted to help people. What's the point of having powers if they're going to be so destructive? What's the point of being special
If you're just gonna be a wicked witch.
Yeah. I have a favorite poem for this kind of day.
Oh,
Life's a bitch and then you die.
well, that's a poem, I guess, in a way.
Fuck the world. Let's get high.
That's just what someone with your powers needs of you psychedelics, right?
I guess.
Now me, on the other hand, well, no danger in giving me a little catnip, right?
If I've got to be sober, so do you.
You're no fun.
Lydia, what are you doing here?
Same as you, of course. Just wanted to check in on Avery.
Avery's my friend, not yours.
No, like, Well, one person can't be like multiple people's friend, right?
Why are you really here?
To preach.
Do you really have to attach some nefarious agenda to everything I do, Willow? First, you say my bank is evil. Now you think I can't have a simple visit with a friend without having some ulterior motive?
No, I'm just a little jumpy lately. You know, from everything that's happened. So, you can't really judge me for being a little suspicious, okay?
Of course not. It was a miracle you even got out of bed today. Bless your heart.
Is that supposed to be some kind of...
Yeah, I'm not sure what she's trying to say.
Gotta run now. Church is in a few minutes, hun.
Okay, first things first, what the hell was Lydia doing in your room?
Wishing me a speedy recovery? Why?
The world doesn't make sense anymore. Fuck. Do I really owe Lydia an apology?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, and
And what?
she brought over a form to sign from the bank. Liability thing, she said.
Okay, well then maybe not.
Let me see that. Agreement to forgo claims of compensation?
Like technically, I guess it's not like the bank's fault. Like it is the fault of the robbers for shooting flowers, right?
Oh, I knew it! I knew it! She came in here and forced her pen into the hand of an injured man and...
No, Willow, none of that is right. I signed it of my own free will, okay?
Why?
What? Why?
It wasn't their fault they had a robbery, was it?
I guess not.
Yeah, but why is still like signed? Like there is like no reason, really.
It was probably mine.
You look a little tired, Willow. Did you get a good sleep?
Did I get a good sleep? Who cares?
Well, I care.
Well, I wasn't the one who almost died.
You don't have to make it sound so dramatic.
How's the liver thing going anyway?
So, you got a clean bill of health then?
Yeah, I'm fine, Willow.
I knew you'd pull through. Hey, why do you look like that?
It look like what?
I know that face, Avery. Spill.
Willow, they're saying the problem with my liver wasn't from the drugs. They're saying I have fetal alcohol syndrome.
What is that?
My mom not only abandoned me, she drank while pregnant, apparently.
Okay.
Fuck. What a bitch!
Don't say that. I don't know what her circumstances were.
Doesn't sound like great circumstances though.
She nearly killed you, and you want to defend her?
Even if she gave me up, she's the only mom I ever had. Willow, I can't just...
Okay, fine. But you're healthy, right?
Doesn't quite sound like that based on, well, the liver thing.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. For now or something.
Great. Let's go.
Sure, just let me grab my... nothing. I'll pick it up later.
Pick up what?
Your what? Avery.
My prescription.
Pills? I thought you said you were fine.
I am. I mean... It's for the liver, you know.
This suddenly took like a dark turn.
Oh, right.
Like, I don't remember the details of the other side, but like... I don't know if like anything like really happened to anybody with the choice I made. I guess like it kind of makes sense. Well, okay, something actually did happen, but well, it's a long story now that I think about it. But like it wasn't like individual kinda like trauma.
So, after you take the pills, you'll be all better?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, well, it was of course before too.
Totally.
Totally.
Well, even with the pills, they said I might run into problems later down the line. People with my kind of damage don't usually live past 50.
Ah.
I'll give you my liver!
See, this is why I didn't want to talk about it. Willow, that's exceedingly generous of you, but...
No, it's not! Cut me open right here. I'm sure I've got liver to spare.
Maybe we can solve this with magic too.
Being a vegan, it's gotta be like extra good, right?
Right?
We're not the same blood type, Willow.
But like how much does the liver care about that?
Fuck. Look, we'll put you on the donor list then, okay? And...
Look at you, Willow, so determined to fix the future.
That surprises you?
Seems like just yesterday you were saying you didn't want to be ruled by fear of what might come tomorrow.
That was different.
Why? How?
It just was, okay? What am I? On trial here?
I didn't mean to upset you, Willow.
No, you didn't. I've just got a lot going on right now, okay?
Wanna talk about it?
Some other time. You've got enough on your plate. Now let's go get your pills.
So, everything worked out.
Not really. Though I'm not sure like if it is the fault of the flowers really.
No. Avery's liver is shot, apparently.
Those flowers killed his liver?
No, it was messed up before that.
But then we are clear, right? We didn't do anything wrong. Hooray.
So that means not your fault, right?
Technically, yes.
I guess not. No. They just discovered the damage after he came in.
Then presto, no more feeling guilty, right? Matter of fact, you did him a favour, letting him know what's going on in there.
Not sure about that. Well, like maybe like... Well, like there is a chance that you can like actually get a new liver. Not sure how it works in practice, but theoretically speaking, there is more time to do that.
I don't know if it's fair to look at it like that.
Sure it is, everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
We can go right back to kicking ours and taking names.
That does sound pretty good. Alright, you've convinced me. Let's roll.
But I didn't know about it. I just thought it was allergies.
Avery, what's wrong?
They're saying, since my fetal alcohol syndrome was since birth, it's a pre-existing condition.
Well, I guess it is, but so what?
They're not going to cover my prescription.
Ah. We got to rob that bank, I guess.
They're not? Oh, those blood-sucking capitalist scum. Can you afford it?
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem.
Well, that's a relief. How much?
Like, medicine can be really expensive.
A little higher than my rent.
Then how can you possibly afford it?
I just didn't want you to have to worry, Willow. This isn't your problem to fix.
Oh, yes it is. Tanya said I've got the power to stop suffering. And I've got to find a way to responsibly use it.
Yeah, just print that money, I guess. That's the solution, right?
If I used my powers, maybe I could just heal Avery's liver completely. Then he wouldn't need the pills or a transplant. But using my powers is always risky. Especially such a big spell.
Yeah, like maybe do that somewhere, like in the public, and let like somebody else like randomly suffer because of it.
What about a smaller spell? I could try to change the information on the insurance form. That's technically stealing, but fuck those insurance bastards. They ought to cover him.
I think there should still like be the price for using the spell. So not sure like how it is going to work though.
Or maybe I just don't use my powers at all. I could ask Avery to move in with me. Then he wouldn't need to pay rent, and he could afford the pills.
That's the Avery route, I guess. I kinda want to see Avery's route because of things. Like, this is like, I guess, like getting closest to Avery. Though we aren't using the spells, but like it kinda sounds like it will, like this will have like some side effects though, and who is going to suffer them? Let's try this for fun. No guarantees that it's going to work though. Like Avery could just decline.
Hey, Avery. Can't pay your rent? Then stay at my place.
Oh, Willow, I couldn't impose.
It's no bother. I'm offering.
I know, but only out of a misplaced sense of...
I'm not going to take no for an answer. You're coming, even if I have to wave a magic wand and whisk you there.
Let's hope it doesn't actually come to that.
Thanks, Willow. I really, really appreciate it. I promise, one day I'll...
You can start by buying me a coffee. I'm feeling thirsty.
This paper looks quite promising.
What paper?
What, the Janet Reno thing? Yeah, first woman attorney general, but have you seen her record?
Actually, I'm far more intrigued by what isn't on the paper. No headlines about the bank foreclosing on people.
But it's interesting though that like this is like totally different route than when I played last time. Like last time I didn't use the well, fireball, so to speak. And it went to a completely different direction. Not sure like if like all those like 3 choices are also going to somehow branch the story. But I guess like they could also be... Well, I don't know like if there are bad ends. It's kind of hard to say. Like the Steam page says that there are like 8 different endings. And like all of them are like fair in a way, I guess. Like that's the gist of it, I guess. So I don't think like there should be like bad ends. But then like... Oh well. Let's play this route and then think about the rest later if this is not the one I wanted to see.
That must have been some job you pulled at the bank, right?
Kind of. I think I might have accidentally summoned a bunch of real bank robbers. I managed to stop them, though.
You stopped them? Why would you do that?
But not that, well, like the money would get robbed, but who benefits from that though? Like bank robbers, but he didn't sound like nice people.
I just wanted to make sure nobody got hurt.
And did you succeed?
Technically, yes, like Avery was like damaged goods from the beginning, right? So technically, yes, we did succeed.
Well, no.
Yes, we did.
Avery got sick from the flowers I created. Had to go to the hospital. And the stupid insurance company wouldn't pay for his pills.
Yeah, but he'd need that anyway. Like pay them at some point. Like using the pills now might be better than like not knowing and then like dying super early because of that, right?
Well, I assume you taught them a lesson, right?
No. Given everything that happened in the bank, I thought that might be too risky.
Too risky?
I just told Avery he could move in with me. That way he can afford his medicine and...
What kind of wicked witch are you?
Hey, you were the one that tried to scare me out of using my powers, and you're acting like this is my fault?
Of course not, Willow. But you see...
You see what? Like, what's wrong with this plan?
If you wanted me to rob the bank or the insurance company, why didn't you say something?
But maybe just like doing like all the bank robberies and everything like that is like her route. I guess it would make sense.
Because I had to stick to the pattern, Willow.
Pattern? What pattern? What are you talking about?
Never mind, Willow. I've learned my lesson about adding to your burdens. Willow, it would be best if you go your own way.
Yeah, I guess that is the right assessment then. Like you have to do like everything she wants to get her out. It seems. This very much feels like that.
Don't come visit me anymore.
But that's like... Yeah. Talk about getting angry easily.
What? Hey, it was my first outing! Give me another chance!
You don't understand. My own dark karma has poisoned your journey.
How?
If you don't feel content with the way things turn out for you, perhaps one day we will meet again.
I don't really like it, but sure, I guess.
You want me to go my own way? Fine by me. I've been doing that my whole life. I don't need you!
I know, Willow.
Or like maybe just like the third choice of inviting Avery in is the only one that like disqualifies us from this. Though I guess like no, maybe that's still the case. Like healing his liver, like that's still like well very witchy kind of thing.
A friendly reminder. The submission deadline for the Fairy Tales short story contest is tomorrow. The winner will receive a $500 scholarship.
May I request my winnings be donated to a worthy cause? Say, the Original Righteous Words student group?
Of course. But Lydia, isn't declaring yourself the victor a little premature?
A little bit, yes.
Of course. I'd never dreamed to be so immodest as to claim I'm the heavy favorite, or to say my talent dwarfs the competition.
Oh, really? That's what we all heard.
I don't know what you're implying. I'm just trying to help the less fortunate.
please. I've helped more people than you ever would in 100 lifetimes. Home, sweet home.
Thanks again for letting me crash here. I really owe you one.
I said don't mention it.
And no idea like what is going to happen about privacy and stuff. Now since we have Avery here. But I think this should turn interesting.
I just hate this feeling. Being homeless, I mean. It feels kind of elitist and entitled for me to complain about it. Like, I presume I'm better than the people that are literally sleeping on the streets. But it's not the first time this has happened to me, either.
Not the first time, huh?
Well, don't worry. You know, this is kind of my you know, forget it.
What?
I said forget it!
Sheesh, you're on edge today.
Like every day.
You worried about losing that contest to Lydia?
Nearly forgot about it already, actually.
Really? I figured you'd be spoiling for a chance to embarrass her.
I guess I just have a lot on my mind lately. Bank robbery and all that.
To be honest, Willow, you seemed distracted even before that.
Well, there is this whole witch thingy going too, I guess.
What would you say if I told you I had magic powers? That I was a witch?
Well, Jolly G or something like that.
Witch? Like magic potions, flying broomstick, talking cat, the works?
A talking cat, yes, at least. We haven't made potions or broomsticks, but maybe we could.
Well, I don't have a flying broomstick yet. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the power to mess with reality, but when I do, there's some really dark shit that goes down.
That trope's a little overdone, isn't it?
Well, like it's not the most overdone magic trope, I guess, but maybe it's done before too.
What are you talking about?
The be careful what you wish for storyline is often used to impart a moralistic message.
Well, yeah, I guess like that also exists without like the magic part. Although maybe it's kinda magic always.
Why not play around with what would happen if the magic worked just fine? I'm being too critical, aren't I? If the idea moves you, run with it.
No, not that we could choose how the magic system works.
I'm pretty certain if you put your mind to it, you can write a solid, original witch story.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I can't show him my powers without risking something going haywire. Like in that hallucination Tanya made me have. So, I guess I have to just live life like a normal person. For now.
Well, you could just do the like bad tasting drink, right? Like that was just bad taste, right? Although it was technically in the hallucination, I guess, so not sure if it will actually work.
Class is over for today. Before I go, I'll post the results of the short story competition. Though I can't imagine anybody will be surprised.
Uh-oh. Did Lydia pull it off?
let me see. Willow, you did it!
We did it, Avery. I never would have been able to write it without your help. But I don't get something. The professor said it wouldn't be a surprise.
It's not. Willow, you're a brilliant writer, at least when you want to be. I'm so happy you're back to taking your academics seriously.
We gotta celebrate. What do you want to do after class?
I have a meeting of the Dryads and Demons Club at the coffee house, but I don't know if it's really your thing.
It is a fun hobby. Haven't been able to do that in ages though. Not since like COVID burnt out the DMs.
Hey, you never know until you try, right? It's the least I can do, considering, you know.
Considering what?
Considering, all the help you gave me in the story. You know. It's been a long time since I felt like something I did really mattered. Thanks.
Like it is like $500 just once.
I know you would have done the same for me.
Anytime, Avery. Let's go. Where's everyone else?
Oh, attendance has been a little low lately.
A little low would be an understatement if it is nobody.
Do you have a character sheet, Willow?
Character sheet?
It's this little worksheet with various stats and background information about your in-game persona.
Ugh, this game has homework? Screw this. I'm out.
You should like try it. Like making the character is the most fun part almost.
What? Really? I mean, I could give...
Course not, silly. Now give me that homework sheet.
Okay, that's like... Well, like too real for comfort that you just trample out of the store.
Oh. There's an awful lot of numbers on this.
Think of them like variables in a series of algebraic equations.
Well, that sure is going to be fun to Willow.
That's like negative helpful.
Yep.
Sorry. Maybe it would be easier to decide what skills you want first, and then pick the stats you want to focus on. There's a little questionnaire thing here.
Well, like first decide the class, right? I think Willow would like to be a warlock.
Okay, first question. Would you rather gather herbs for magic potions with your mother, or work at a forge and smelt armor with your father?
Why like the gender roles though I guess like D&D is kinda like uptight with these things a little bit. And there was like a campaign that I tried to run, but like basically all the NPCs were male, so it kinda bugged me like how hard it is to like make it a little more balanced at least.
Magic potions. Easy.
Okay, next. A thief is stealing your milk delivery.
Willow doesn't drink milk, so it's fine, right?
Ooh, use my magic potion to turn the thief into a cow. Yeah, that'll teach her.
That isn't one of the options.
Why gather herbs to make potions if you can't use them?
That's just how this has worked in the game since forever. Like the questions are random, and like not connected.
The potions are more for healing and the like.
Healing, eh? Ugh, so lame.
No, you're saying that somebody who is taking pills to heal?
Well, the point of the quiz is to specialize in what you think you'd enjoy, so put your points into what skills you'd like to use. And you can't forget a backstory.
I can't.
I mean, I suppose you could. It's just helpful for immersion in the role-playing experience. Getting to be someone else for a while, you know?
Well, Avery would sure know these things.
Come on, you must have imagined what it would be like to have magic powers.
Yeah. Yeah, more than imagined.
I'm sure it wouldn't be all fun and games.
Yeah.
Well, of course not. Here, I'll give you an example. I am Valerie Proudwing, Queen of the Fairies. For 10 generations, my noble lineage has ruled over the Greenwood. But when the demons befouled our innocent homeland, I set aside my sovereign duties to...
A little like grand for demons right off the bat. Like I have done like this, like living in the woods part, but it wasn't demons, like it was more casual.
Whoa, that's, intricate. Let me see here. I hate writing about myself and passing it off as fiction again. It feels like I'm admitting I'm not good at creativity.
Oh, the fun part about D&D is that you can, no, to a character that is not you too. That is also possible. Or you can do a little bit of like a mix of both.
But my real-life adventures are crazier than anything I could think up.
So warlock it is, I guess.
Alright, finished.
Great! I'll give your character a prison bauble for containing evil beings, and mine will get a heart leaf for storing their spirit into trees. Unless you want us to have something else.
Sounds good to me. Let's exercise some demons.
Say what now?
Oh, brother.
I guess Lydia is up to some D&D too.
Did I hear you right? Did you say you wanted to exorcise demons?
I guess there's nothing wrong with your hearing. Too bad the same can't be said for your writing. Right? Lydia? Aren't you going to say I'm going to hell or something?
I'm turning the other cheek, Willow.
Whatever.
While we're on the topic, would you mind terribly letting me read your story?
You want to read my work? Why? What's in it for you?
Well, never mind. But since you did bring up the subject of hell...
Here we go.
I don't understand, Willow. You said you were an atheist. So why in the world would you say you're possessed by a demon?
Well, I guess like demons kinda have like a religious like connotation too, but also like they are just monsters. Like monsters, but don't imply anything about God or anything.
Oh, it's not what you think. It's a role-playing game, Lydia. Make-believe, you know? Ever heard of dryads and demons?
As a matter of fact, I have. My church told me it's associated with practicing witchcraft.
Oh, makes sense because there's a witch playing.
What could have given them that idea?
You could pretend to be a witch if you'd like, or a knight, or a forest sprite. Anything that suits your fancy, really. You're welcome to join us if you want.
Yeah, I think Lydia would like to be a cleric or a paladin.
You know what? I think I will stick around. And maybe afterwards we can all go to Bible study together.
Nah.
Over my dead body.
I'm clearly brave enough to open my mind to new things, Willow. Why aren't you?
The Bible is old.
Just shut up and roll the dice.
One problem, Willow. Lydia hasn't made a character sheet yet.
What now?
It's like a little resume for your pretend you. If you were magical. You get it?
If I was magical?
If you're confused, we can try a questionnaire. Okay, first question. Would you rather gather herbs for magic potions with your mother, or work at a forge and smelt armor with your father?
Armor. In Ephesians 6:10, it says to put on the armor of God so you may take your stand against the devil's schemes.
Okay, well, sure.
Let's just skip that one for now. Okay, next. A thief is stealing your milk delivery.
I'd leave out some biscuits for him as well.
Avery said a thief, not Santa.
As you said, there's nothing wrong with my hearing. Luke 6:29. If a man takes your coat, give him your shirt as well.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I can just go to the church and... Yeah, well, never mind. Not that I would actually do it, but... But, like, taking this out of context, like, sure can give you, like, weird outcomes.
I don't believe this. She's managed to turn dryads and demons into Bible study.
What's the matter, Willow? Are you jealous that I figured out the proper answers?
Proper answer, sure.
Envy is one of the 7 deadly sins, you know.
Technically, Lydia, there are no right or wrong answers. You're just supposed to be answering them how your character would. Maybe that's it. You're just answering them as Lydia would.
Did I miss the part where I had to pretend to be an entirely different person?
Yes, you did.
Actually, yes. You did.
Exactly.
It's my fault. I didn't explain it right.
I think we did explain it, kinda.
Lydia, if you'd like, you can play as one of my characters. Maybe someone very different from yourself? Why not take a look at this one?
Zarcy, the succubus.
Well, that sure is not going to get a pass.
Says here her backstory is she was once a human nun before being seduced and turned by a beautiful demoness.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work well, Lydia.
Hold on. Your villain is a homosexual?
What's wrong with that?
Well, technically, yes.
Yes.
But I didn't really intend for the message of the campaign to be that homosexuals are...
Monsters? Demonic? Sinners intent on destroying the moral fabric of our society?
That's the language of your Christian club, right?
Yes, it sure is.
Sure is.
But Willow,
Yeah, I thought so. You think just because you believe in God, you have the right to tell everyone else what to do? You don't. You've got no right. I'd rather be possessed by a real demon than bow down before a God who hates gays.
I think she kinda understands though.
No, you don't understand. Leave us the fuck alone.
Willow, Please don't play this game, Willow. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, well, she does understand.
See y'all in class tomorrow.
Willow, did you need to push her that hard? You catch more flies with honey than vinegar, you know?
Well, that is true. But well, that is Willow.
I don't want any flies at our table, Avery. God, why do you think people like Lydia are so narrow-minded?
Well, I suppose there's 2 perspectives. She could just be ignorant and mean. Or maybe she's got some issues herself.
Well, like maybe theoretically, but I don't like this narrative really. More like, not so like what he is like. In terms of this game, like right choice here. Well, she has issues, I guess. But like this is like very true. And like that's why I don't like the narrative. But like, well, considering her, like they kinda sound the same. Well, let's try this though, for the fun of it. Like, see, like, what is the reasoning?
Oh, she's definitely got issues.
I wouldn't want to speculate.
Too late for that. Come on, spit it out.
Well, I just thought maybe, you know, sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Get to the point, Avery.
Well, sometimes people who have those feelings overcompensate a little.
Well, like, theoretically, maybe, I guess. But, like, why? Like, what is the point?
You're not saying.
Notice how she zeroed in right on Zarcy being a lesbian? That was the only thing she asked about the game. Then she couldn't even bring herself to say she was against it.
She didn't?
No, she told you what the church's opinion is, not her own. It was like she was walking on eggshells.
Well, I guess, like, that is true, considering what happened. It was still, like, not, like, exactly proof, but I could see that happen. Like, it is, it is, like, hard to stand against what the church says if you're involved.
People who act nervous usually have something to hide.
Well, there's lots of reasons for being nervous.
Actually, now that I think about it, if you're right about all this, I kind of feel sorry for her.
What do you mean?
I mean, she was clearly raised in a conservative family. She had no idea what to do about her sexuality. Maybe she's never even met another gay person. Maybe just now she was trying to come out to us. That's why she asked about it.
Yeah, but then, like, why bring the whole thing that church is against this? When, like, well, you can kinda see from the thing that Avery was saying that, like, none of them are really against it. But I guess, like, well, it's hard to be, like, super logical about these things.
But you said the story wasn't anti-gay. If she wanted to say something, why didn't she?
Yeah.
Because you scared her away. You just wanted to tell her off, and...
Yeah, you're right.
Do you feel bad about what you said?
Kinda. But this is Lydia. Who cares, right?
Yeah, it's not like it's going to be the end of the world or anything.
But you do care about her, don't you, Willow? I think we've both known that a long time.
Me? Caring about Lydia. But we fight all the time.
Yeah, that's called tsundere.
Exactly. Why else would you be casting pearls before swine?
So she's the pig in this scenario, right? Because I'm nothing like her.
Yeah, not like exactly. Like, I can kinda see, like, some similarities in a weird sense. Like, both are kinda like, I don't know. Oh dear.
Ever hear the phrase, opposites attract? Willow, the reason why she annoys you so much is that, deep down...
Don't even finish that sentence.
You want to go talk to her, don't you?
Did we accidentally get Lydia. Route 2. Like, why not maybe then?
Maybe.
Then do it, Willow.
But what if...
Well, like, no problem if she is like against it. Well, we kinda know already that that's a huge possibility, so good as well. Like, well, give it a shot.
I mean, she already hates you, right? Can your relationship get any worse?
Yeah. I like that the game agrees with my reasoning so much for some reason.
I think it can, yeah. But I guess that's just a risk I have to take. But what about the game?
I had to get going in a couple hours anyway. I have a place I have to go. I'll be back in town tomorrow.
Sure.
Ooh, what? Have you got a hot date or something?
No, but you do. Now stop gabbing with me and get going.
Lydia, you busy?
Well, I was supposed to be doing my Bible study.
What time does God Club start around here?
I'd say now is as good a time as any.
But this is like such an awkward coupling though.
But where are the other regular members?
There aren't any regular members, Willow. I mean, I've had a few curious people walk by on occasion, but...
Well, I guess like all the clubs are then, like, empty. She would have just taken the $500 into her own pocket.
most days, nobody shows up.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I didn't know that. Lydia, I really do think we got off on the wrong foot. I know that we're rivals, but... what is it now?
I've never thought of you as a rival, Willow. More like a friend I can't have.
And why can't you have me?
Because of church.
You're a pot-smoking hippie, a judgy vegan, an atheist who says she wears a cross ironically,
That's like no problem apart from the church.
Are you really so surprised we're not best friends?
No, of course not.
If we both grew up in the same church community, I'm sure we would be pals.
Yep, gals being pals.
And if we'd both grown up as hippies?
We'd smoke dope and read Karl Marx together, I guess.
If you thought I was that degenerate, why'd you want to read my story?
Curiosity.
What?
Doesn't curiosity count as a reason to want to read your story?
Curiosity isn't one of the sins, but like there is a saying like curiosity killed the cat or something.
It's not a very good one, now is it? Why are you curious about me?
Because
Why'd you want to know if that succubus character was a lesbian?
why do you care?
I care because... I care.
You care because you care.
My words are kind of failing me right now, okay?
Yeah, I'm not sure like where this is going.
You won that short story competition and that's your excuse?
You want me to tell you without words?
But that's not probably the right approach.
What are you gonna do? Mime it out?
Guess again. I acted on instinct.
Yeah, well, like, not the best approach to handle this.
I'm not sure what possessed me to bring my lips to hers.
Now it's going to be the end of the world.
But in that moment, there was nothing I'd rather do and nowhere I'd rather be.
Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad. Hey, why y'all driving away so fast?
What is happening?
Oh my God. They said this was going to be summer camp. How could...
Ah.
I worked so hard to keep this a secret. I never said a thing. I've never even been kissed.
Okay, well, this is a dark turn.
How could they have possibly known about me? Lydia, calm down. It's okay. Your parents love you. And it says therapy, right? How bad could it be, really?
I think it can be like pretty bad, but I don't have personal experience. I hope the writer of the game doesn't have either. Like, I am really sorry if that is the case.
Now, Lydia, we'll watch the tape again, and this time, I won't go easy on you.
Lydia?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that? You saw my memories, didn't you?
I think so. I mean, it was an accident. I didn't mean to. Wait, how did you know that's what I did?
You're not like other girls, Willow.
Yeah, in multiple sense of the meaning, yeah, not really.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was pretty obvious by now.
Is there somewhere we can talk? You know, a bit more private-like?
It's not actually going to be the end of the world, huh?
This might not be the royal palace you're used to, but I call it home.
No, it's lovely. A little homey hippie hovel.
Alliterate much?
I'm trying to be nice here, given that we...
I didn't mean to bring up any unpleasant memories earlier, Lydia. I just thought, hey, I think we're both feeling the same thing. One of us has to be brave.
That someone need not have been you. I was just waiting for the right moment.
Oh, probably hard to find the right moment given Willow.
When would that have been? After hell froze over?
Yeah, well, just getting like a turn to talk can be difficult.
Gloating is your favorite thing, isn't it?
That kiss may have bumped it down to second place.
That was why, Willow.
That was why what?
Why I wanted to read your story. Why I asked about the sexuality of that board game succubus. I was looking for any clue that you might share my secret shame.
No shame being gay. It is great.
You have nothing to be ashamed of, Lydia.
Are you sure about that, Willow?
Why wouldn't I be?
Oh, don't play innocent with me. I know exactly what's going on inside that pretty little head of yours. Lydia shouldn't be ashamed of being a queer. She should be ashamed that she's a liar and a hypocrite.
Well, I can't deny that you are a liar and a hypocrite, Lydia. But given your circumstances...
Oh, don't give me that. We've all had heartache. We can't use that to justify our failings. We're all responsible for our actions. Or the lack of them. You've suffered, haven't you, Willow? But unlike me, you didn't let it break you.
Ma.
It, very nearly did, Lydia. You don't know how dark it got for me.
Dark doesn't begin to describe the depths to which I allowed myself to sink. The tendrils of oblivion utterly enveloped my...
Well, that is like kinda timely. Kinda timely. Oblivion.
Ugh, so wordy. Ugh, do you think you can retroactively win this story contest or something?
Or like, no, Willow, like, let's not be mean to her.
This is not a joke, Willow. I've done things. Terrible things. You'd hate me if you knew it all.
Forget about it, okay?
I can't forget about it. And you need to know.
Let the past be the past, Lydia. You don't need to tell me. And I don't want to know.
Why not?
You said I'd hate you if I knew, right? Well, Lydia, I don't want to hate you anymore.
Well, I guess like that is a positive way to think about this at least. The red thing from Willow.
I want to love you.
I want to love you too.
Morning, beautiful.
Good morning.
Whatever happened to Avery? Also, though I guess like Avery said that there'll be something else this Nights of Woe.
Willow, if I may bother you with a question of a personal nature?
We just spent a night under the sheets together.
But that is just girls being pals, nothing weird about that.
I don't think you need to ask permission about personal questions.
Did you tell your parents?
Well, they are dead.
Oh, about last night?
You know what I mean. Did you tell them about the fact that, well, you know, you're...
Like how old was Willow again? Like, pretty young I think though. I don't remember, like somehow like number 7 brings to mind, but if it was number 7 like 7 years old, well, like maybe it's possible, but it can be a little early to like tell that kind of things. Like,
I never did. I don't know why I didn't say anything. I mean, I knew they'd probably accept me. Especially my dad.
Why your father especially?
I found his porno stash once. Lots of girl-on-girl magazines.
oh, that's like one way to accept it, but like not sure like how indicative it is.
Anything strike your fancy?
Like, before I could even process if they were attractive to me, all I could think is, this has gotta be a good sign. He can't judge me too much if this is what's in his closet.
I guess like you can use it as a weapon at least.
But I didn't say anything to him.
But it's like, it's a little awkward thing still. Like, you know that like you're into this kinda thing anyway, so like why not like your daughter too?
Why not?
Even if they were supportive, it's not like I wanted to talk about that kind of stuff with my parents anyway.
Well, it can be like a little difficult. Like, especially when you're like young, it can be like scary. Like when you're older, then like there are less stakes, I guess.
I mean, where would the conversation even go from there?
Well, like usually it goes like, okay, and then that's that.
Hey, I like girls.
Good for you. Like that's how it goes, right?
Oh, that's nice. Do you like tits or ass?
Yeah, well,
To you, that's an awkward moment. I would have killed to be able to talk to my parents like that.
Maybe it would have been better to say something. But I never tested that theory. I never had a girlfriend. And then 8 months ago,
it was just 8 months ago. Okay, well that's then totally different.
The car crash.
you know about that?
Yeah.
I thought it would be like a little like older trauma, but I guess not then.
It's not exactly a secret what happened to you, Willow.
Even if it ended up being an awkward moment, I should have said something. I should have taken the chance. I should have been brave.
Well. But like in the grand scheme of things, well, I don't think it matters that much.
Trust me, Lydia. The burden of regret is heavier than shame can ever be.
I like that turn of phrase. Hits the ear nicely.
Is that the first genuine compliment you've ever given me?
I'm trying to be nice here. Speaking of awkward moments,
Well, like this like whole coupling is pretty awkward in a way. But it is like unexpected and nice in a way.
I think it's about time for me to sneak out the back of the apartment complex.
What? Why?
So nobody knows we...
That's going to be a little awkward too.
Nobody knows we are a couple of queers?
Do you have to say it like that?
I don't have to, but it's pretty fun. Oh, speaking of fun, let's grab breakfast.
Breakfast? Together? You mean...
Like a date? Why not? And yes, we're walking out of the apartment together. Hand in hand if you complain.
You're like not nothing like weird about walking out together. Nobody will suspect anything. Like nobody will suspect anything, even if like two girls like hug each other at the bus stop or something. People are just like, oh, they are just good friends.
But that's just not done.
Huh? Sounds like a complaint to me. My hand has never been more excited. Except, you know, for once or twice.
You're making me blush.
Good.
Much as I appreciate your levity, Willow. What if people see us? What will they think?
Well, they will think just as I said.
Ugh, who cares?
Well, that too.
Easy for you to say. You don't really have a reputation to maintain, do you?
Not really.
Do you really want to be a slave to narrow-minded judgments of others?
I'd rather starve a free woman than be a slave with a full belly. You said those words to me once, remember?
Not really. Should I?
I'm not even like sure what it is trying to say.
No. I'm sure the moment wasn't as memorable for you as it was for me. Alright, Willow. I'll eat with you.
You've got nothing to worry about. I mean, they'll probably think we're just two friends sharing a meal.
Yep, that's how it usually goes.
Anybody that knows us knows we aren't friends.
No, but still, like, more like it's kinda more likely to just be friends, statistically speaking.
Okay, we're two mortal enemies debating the Bible. We're hashing out the fine points of, the Book of Leviathan.
I think you mean Leviticus.
Whatever.
I mean, it is the part of the Bible that says don't be gay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right after it says don't eat shellfish.
Why does it say that? Although I guess it says a lot of weird things. But I guess like Willow agrees about this part, at least like shellfish is still animal, so nope for vegans.
Well, that one I happen to agree with.
Thought so.
Why here?
It's my favorite place. Besides, where else are we going to get vegan food around here?
Why are you a vegan anyhow?
Why not?
You can't just say why not as your argument, Willow.
Well, I think you kinda can though. Like you can see why not, like why do you eat meat, so why not the other way around? Well, like there are many arguments like it is good for climate and it is good for you too, like in a way. And like then like you had the ethical arguments and everything. Well, like it is like a nice challenge in a way if you think of it the right way.
Why not?
Be serious, I want to know.
Well, if you were trapped on a farm, would you want to be milked by a farmer just so someone can add cream to their coffee?
And in this scenario, I'm the cow? Are you the farmer or the person drinking the coffee?
Like there are like some sexual like implications to this dear, like no matter what.
Oh, I like the way you think.
Avery? This isn't what it looks like.
Oh. Well, could save though. Let me fix the layout.
I can go if I'm making anyone uncomfortable.
Both of you, relax. Lydia, there's no reason to worry. Avery knows about us.
You told him? When would you have even had the time? We've been together ever since...
Actually, he was the one that suggested we have a little talk.
I'm glad it seems to have worked out. I'll see you later, Willow. Three's a crowd, you know.
But, Avery...
He was hoping it wouldn't work out between us.
Wait, what?
Because he likes you.
No way. Avery's been my friend since forever. I think I would have noticed that by now.
Well, it's kinda obvious though. But I think there is more to that than just that.
You're less observant than you think you are, Willow.
Oh, this is Shadow.
Oh, right. Your emotional support animal. Pleased to meet you, Shadow.
This took like a little like different route than I expected, but this is nice to see in its own way too.
Willow, I've been looking all over for you. Did you read the paper? You've got to get it to Tadia straight away.
Why?
You know, this really isn't a good time.
Trust me, the entire world is in danger.
What? Okay, I guess it is the end of the world then.
The entire world?
Wait a minute, you can hear me.
Whoa, whoa! Hold up. Lydia, you've got some questions to answer.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
You two can have your little tiff later. In case you forgot, we've got a world to save.
World to save.
I'm coming with you.
Tanya, this is...
The famous Lydia, I presume.
Willow, have you been talking about me?
I got this paper from Shadow. It says tensions in the Balkans could lead to World War III.
Yeah, well, this is a thing that kinda happened in real life too. Also needs an IQ sleeping. Oh my god, it's happening to me too, said one academic.
Do we need to get on a plane to Belgrade or something?
I appreciate your courage, Willow, but
If she's going, I'm going.
Lydia, it's a war zone.
there is no need for that, Lydia, I assure you.
Why's that now?
The war in the Balkans is no threat to us.
Yeah, because Lydia isn't blowing up the world.
But I heard Shadow say...
That's right. How did you hear him?
How do you think? I'm a witch. Like you, Willow. And presumably like Tanya here as well.
Okay. I kinda figured it, but it is like... Yeah, it's kinda unexpected too.
For real? Just how many of us are there?
That's not an easy question to answer, Willow.
Well, how about this one? Then, how do you know for sure we're safe from the war?
Well, because Lydia isn't blowing up the world.
The fact that you and Lydia have become friends is, let's call it a good omen.
Yep. I remember that much from the other things I have seen in this game.
We're a little closer than friends.
What?
Willow, do you really need to go around telling that to every person that we meet?
No, Tanya's not going to have a problem with us. Right?
That depends. Lydia, should you tell her or should I?
Tell me what?
I'm sure if there is a war, it won't be my people, the Serbians, who started it. It will be yours.
My people?
What's the name of your Bible study group again? Original Righteous Word? Ever abbreviate that?
Oh, ORW.
What? ORW? Wait, Tanya, you think that's the same ORW? That's crazy. Right, Lydia?
I said you would hate me, Willow. They had a witch in their employ at that conversion camp. She tortured me for days.
Oh, I think my internet is going downhill again, so I guess we continue next week. Well, sorry about the internet problems again. It seems to happen when the streams go too late. But well, see you again next week. Sorry and bye bye.